As I'm launching the new company, the Dandelion Tree, I wanted to share with you some reasonings behind the name and also what we're all about. In order to do that, I'd like to start by sharing a story. The video I'm about to share is actually one that I recorded a few months ago before I had even started thinking about creating a company. I believe it shares valuable insight on the meaning behind the title, The Dandelion Tree. Enjoy!
It was a beautiful spring day, and we decided to take our family on a picnic. I had the forethought to prepare this really great portable meal, and we had put out a blanket in this beautiful scenic spot, and our children were actually getting along, which is an accomplishment in and of itself. So in that moment of perfection and peace, I looked around and I saw a tree, and in the tree it had two major branches that came out, and there was a divot where the branches met. And in that divot, over time, it had accumulated a little bit of soil. And out of that divot was growing a dandelion. Now, to this day, our family still calls it the dandelion tree because we were in such awe, pointed it out to all the kids, and they were just like, oh, how did the dandelion get there? And at that moment, that dandelion wasn't a nuisance, it wasn't insignificant, it was spectacular and it was beautiful. And years later, I still remember this story. I still remember that moment where we saw that and the awe and inspiration that it brought to us, to our little family. Now, why, I've asked myself, why do I remember this? Why is it so significant and important to me that I remember this dandelion tree? And I came to the conclusion that quite often I view myself as a dandelion. And I think everybody does, at least some point in their life, realize that they might be somewhat insignificant, that their life hasn't impacted people in the way that they want to, or that they haven't made the accomplishments that they want to make, that they're a dandelion compared to the roses that are around them. And as we compare ourselves to others, as particularly people who shine and have that drawing power, like the power of a rose and the beauty of a rose, that we think ourselves less of a person and less accomplished and less significant. But yet this dandelion taught me the lesson that it doesn't matter how insignificant you view yourself or how uneventful you might think your life is, that you can make something that is beautiful where you are. And it took the opportunity to grow in a very unconventional place. And as it grew there, it developed something that was wonderful. And I can be that way, and you can be that way, and we all have that potential and the capability, no matter what kind of seed or flower we are, we have the capacity for greatness.
So what does this story have to do with art? I believe that everyone has the capacity to have a great appreciation for art and to become artists. And that's the spirit of the Dandelion Tree Company. We are devoted to making the everyday extraordinary, to taking art and making it into something wonderful, taking the everyday objects around us and making it into something beautiful, and to encourage our community to support the arts in creating a better environment within our society. We believe in the education of art and how it can enhance our lives. Just like a dandelion in an unusual place can be beautiful and spectacular, art can enrich and enliven all of our lives.